We are at Penrith Stadium for this round 8 clash in the Telstra Premiership between the Panthers and the Manly Sea Eagles. Let's take a look at both sides now. There is one change in the forward pack for the Panthers. Ben Ross is out with an elbow injury. His place taken by Trent Waterhouse, who comes off the bench. And making his debut in first grade will be Frank Pritchard, a 20-year-old from Campbelltown. He takes his place in jumper 18. The coach is John Lang. For the Manly Sea Eagles, there was also one change to their side that was named earlier in the week. Albert Torrens takes the place of the injured Kevin McGuinness, who's out with a lower back problem. Of course, the bench stays the same, and the coach is Peter Sharp. Sean Hampstead is our referee tonight. His 155th game in the top grade. He's been around since '96, and he blows time on at Penrith. And the Eagles go for a short kickoff from the get-go, knocked on by the Panthers. Lewis comes up with it, and the short kickoff works for Manly.
And forward into the Manly player, knock on. Over here.
Well, it's a good tactic. Penrith are back on the 30-yard line. They had to come forward for the kick. Campbell and Lewis both going for the football. Probably unlucky not to get a penalty there, Manly.
You go, Justin, you go.
A real chance straight up for Manly as it comes from Walker away to Torrens, who plays on the right-hand side, and he will take it down to within 30 metres of the Panthers line. Reeves comes across to the right-hand side again. He gives it off to Watt now, who's been in terrific form himself, the stocky second rower. Here's Nathan Long, who missed the start of the season with injury, but he's back and only 9 metres out from this Penrith line. They'll go to Walker again. Straight and hard was Jason King. He's only about 8 or so metres from this line. A minute gone. What a start for the Eagles. Here's Hopewadi. It comes to Walker. He stopped just in front of the post and lost the ball.
Offside. Come on, hey, come off you. Doesn't matter. He's the one offside, not you. He's the one offside. He was in front of you.
Well, a break again for the Sea Eagles here.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if he didn't play it. He was offside. Yeah.
It might have been a tough call against the Panthers. The ball was lost in the tackle there. Spinners again hitting the ground there, and coming out was the ball. Luke Prittis came up with it. It came off the thigh there of Joel Clinton, but as the Panthers are saying, he didn't play at it. Sean Hampstead said it doesn't matter. I'm awarding the penalty, and Manly lead the Panthers 2 points to 0. The locals aren't happy about it. Now Nullarbor.
Didn't come back at me, fellas. Did not come back. He did not come back at me.
The Eagles up inside the 10, and the Panthers will get the chance to go on the attack here for the first time in the game.
He's been a revelation, hasn't he? Joe Nullarbor out playing exclusively on that right-hand edge for the Penrith side. He came to the club just looking for an opportunity. The Panthers gave him one, and he's played some outstanding football. He and Tulatua, their combination has gone a long way to getting this Panthers side back on track.
Here they are, spreading it to the left-hand side from the restart, and it's Waterhouse who was trying to play it.
You're coming around, Nathan. You're coming back round. You go around the ruck. You're coming around the ruck there. It's a penalty.
Nathan Long inadvertently kicking the ball away from Waterhouse's hand as he was getting back to his feet, and as the Sea Eagles did from right in front.
Long came around
so the Panthers will also take an attempt here at penalty goal to try and level the game up at 2 each.
Steve Menzies just asking the question. Sean Hampstead just giving him the reason. Long coming around, trying to get to mark and knocking the football out. Preston Campbell will line up this shot at goal. It's been a stop-start affair to start off with. Both teams haven't quite got into their rhythm. The game has been stopped with penalties.
Preston Campbell looking to make it 200 points in his career, and from right in front, he does exactly that. Again, it swings to the left. Here's Gower giving it to Pulatua. He's stopped there by what now knocked to the ground. No penalty for Penrith. Wesser fires a ball to Prittis. Here's Nullarbor stepping inside Ferris. He got away from Menzies as well. One of the Frightwick twins is in. It was only a matter of time, and the Panthers score the game's first try. Nullarbor it is, and they lead the Eagles 6 points to 2.
Well, I don't care what you call him, Warren, but geez, he's playing some good footy. He has looked extremely dangerous every time he's got the football. Got a lovely right foot step. Just bang in between Ferris and Menzies, who's no slouch in the tackling department. Straight over. And then points to the jersey on the Penrith man. Thanks for giving me the opportunity.
They look sharp, don't they, to start this game. Campbell with the kick. He potted the first one from right in front, but his success rate isn't all that good. He misses a pretty simple one there. They do lead the Seagulls 6 points to 2 as Johnny Lang watches on from the coach's bench. The second row is combining to stop him, but he's only 4 metres away when he plays it. Campbell, it comes back to him again from Gower. Sattler, one more pass and they were in. Good tackle made by McDougall. They go to the right-hand side. They have to score. They will through Lewis. They drag them in with hit-ups close to the post. It sucked into the defenders from the left-hand side of the Seagulls line. And eventually they shifted it to where the gaps were. They scored their second try. They've gone the length of the field from the kickoff pretty much to score it.
And they worked it to the middle. Lovely hole hitting there by Luke Lewis. Always going to score in that situation. They were lining up on the outside. Gower, the pass just had to be right. Whether he played the short ball or in behind is going to be a 4-pointer.
65% success rate in his career. This one, though, goes over the black dots. And they make it a 10-point game. It's 12-2. Gower. This time they waited in a straight line, the Seagulls' defence. They've raced up a couple of times and Gower's almost gone through. Here's Swain, though. A fend on Williamson. What a ball, and backing up was Prentice. Magic stuff from the Panthers. Some terrific hands. What about the pass? And Prentice is there to clean up for them. 16-2 they lead.
Great try that by the Panthers. And straight away, the players coming off the bench making an impact. And this time it was Luke Swain. Luke Prentice backing up. He gave the pass to Swain. Swain, the dummy. Then the fend on Williamson. Williamson does his best to hold on. But a lovely pass. Prentice backing up. A try next to the sticks.
Campbell over the black dot again. Makes it 3 from 4 tonight. And the Panthers, 18, lead the Seagulls 2. As the clock approaches the half-an-hour mark here in Penrith. They love what they see. They have a pretty good crowd as well tonight. Winning is a magic tonic, isn't it, for attendances, and they have attracted plenty here tonight. Walker with a high kick-off this time, perhaps a slight breeze which favours the Panthers. They let it bounce and almost paid the price for it. Luke Swain came up with it. Gee, they took a chance by letting that ball hit the ground off the kick-off. Here's Gower. He'll have to take it forward for them for the moment. Swain is out there for Nullavow, the man who gets a break. Lewis from dummy half is stopped just inside his own 20. Here's Waterhouse. He's played the entire first half an hour. Sattler runs into Hamono. Well, got a pass away to Wesser, who put the fullback under all sorts of pressure, and he knocked it down. So a mistake off the kickoff, the cardinal sin. Yeah,
they certainly didn't need that. They were playing some good football. They just needed to get to their kick. Look, at 18-2, Penrith are in control. But if the Eagles happen to score another try just before half-time, they're right back into the game.
Scott Sattler, put your head in, mate, and put your arms over. That's it. Bind in. That's it, mate. Right. Bind him in, fellas. It's got to go in the scrum, fellas. Go down. It's got to go in that scrum. Get it in there. You're right. Get your feet back. Get your feet back, son. That's it, mate.
Ferris comes to Hopewadi. He's on the outside of Fatuira. He had Torrens with him. They were almost in from the scrum win. Here's what now charging at them. Hopewadi got caught up with Luke Rooney, and this one might go to the video referee because a bit of a fight has broken out between the two of them.
Let him go. Don't come in. Don't come in. Don't come in. That's it. Adam. Stand away. Just stand away. Come. No, just come over here. John, come here, please. Come here. Who was the other player? Over here. Come here. Oh, yeah, we're going to do it. Sorry.
He's had a play the ball by John, then he stood up and he's taken the marker out. You might want to check it before you
all right. Just settle in, right? Settle yourself down, John. You've scored here, and we're going to the video. It's a silly thing to do if you've done that. Right, what we're doing now, we're going to go to the video and check the interference at the marker.
Well, Steve Clark will be the man with a decision to make to take a look at this. Rooney and Hopewadi got tangled up after the play the ball. A quick one from the scrum win. Era made the tackle. Rooney was there over Hopewadi at marker. What now got there in pretty quick time from the scrum to get to dummy half, and there's Hopewadi walking forward, grabbing Rooney, the marker, who was denied any chance at making a play on Watmow. This will be an interesting one. A close-up look at it.
Well, it will be. He lets him go. Hopewadi moves forward. He grabs him. You would say if Hopewadi has grabbed him, he has stopped him from going across and making that tackle. This will be a better replay. You see Rooney there, letting go. That's okay. Hopewadi plays the ball. He moves forward. He grabs hold of the marker. I think this will be no try.
That was my first impression as well, watching it, with Hopewadi getting up to his feet. That's exactly what it is. Hopewadi costs his team a try by walking off the mark and grabbing Luke Rooney and taking him out of the equation. And Reeves looks up, will think about bringing it back, and then says, that'll do me. I'll run it across the dead ball line to end it. A good half of football for the Penrith Panthers. They've dominated this game, and at the break, they lead the visitors 18 points to 2. Preston Campbell with the kickoff to get us underway in this second half. Walker will give it off to Jason King to get us back underway, or he's picked up again by a trio of Penrith Panthers here. They've done very well in this enthusiasm. The defensive line, plenty of speed about it tonight. They're getting up in the face of these Eagles and driving them backwards at times. And here's Hopewadi. Again, Campbell, who has found himself one-on-one with Hopewadi a few times, getting up and making the tackle down low initially. Hamono takes it to the halfway line. They'll play it there after 4 tackles. Randall will give it to Walker. They've done well. Pick up some big meters off the kickoff. Menzies stopped by Gower. Plays 3 in from the right-hand side in defence for the Panthers. He's made a heap of tackles in this game. Walker, the kick back across his shoulder. Howland gets back into his own in goal, and then almost flings it across the touch and goal line. Yeah, good start by the Eagles going forward, and that's what they lacked in that first 40 minutes. Solomon Amono, though, has made some good runs since he's been on the field. The banana kick from Ben Walker. Howland couldn't do much about it. Donald was on his case, just knocking it over. They get a repeat of 6, repeat set, and they really must improve in the attacking area in the second half. The high goal line dropout comes from Sattler, who finds Brendan Reeves, and it's King who brings it back, and then there's a tackle from Preston Campbell again, down low around the legs. Got some good technique, the little man, and another tackle. Watmow, though, gets away from him this time. The thing I like about Preston Campbell, he shapes as though he's going high, and then all of a sudden ducks in underneath the tackler. Walker gives it to Menzies, who's met again by Gower. The battle royale they're having on this side of the field. Ferris from dummy half. Turns it back on the inside for Hamono, but they were waiting for him again. The man to stop him was Gower. He's just outside the Panthers' 10 when he plays it. Walker running to them, goes past Williamson. He found King, but who made the tackle? Preston Campbell. Walker again, kicking back across the park, almost through the post, off hands. Hamono came up with it. Sean Hampstead wants to see who it came off.
Well, we've got a double knock on him.
Beaver Menzies was flying for it. It came off Luke Swain's arms. This will be a 4-pointer, I think. The put down was okay. I don't think Menzies got a touch to it. Swain couldn't come up with it.
I think this will be a 4-pointer. Tremendous hands, wasn't it, by Solomon and Mono. And the banana kick again, the reverse kick. Ben Walker, Menzies was the chase up. Looks as though it came off Swain. It's gone backwards. And Amono following it through. Geez, he did well to hold on to the football there. When I first saw it, I thought he may have dropped it and then regathered it. This will show us here. Just drags it in with his big hands. And the Eagles, first to score after half-time, or so we believe.
Only 2 minutes gone since the restart. There it is, a try for the Panthers, or rather the Sea Eagles. They hit straight back at the Panthers. And it's 18 points to 6 with the kick to come, of course.
Well, that was one area they needed to improve, was when they got down in the attacking zone to come up with some better options. And everyone know their role and responsibility.
Walker from a pretty easy angle. Doesn't waste the chance to add the extra 2. And they're back within 10. 6.5 minutes since the restart. Here's Williamson, a fast play of the ball. Randall gives it off to Watt now, who puts the head down and tries to crash his way across. From Randall to the right-hand side, it comes to Torrens. Not a great try scorer, but he will get their second of the game here. And they've hit back again. They're back within 6. The Panthers 18, the Sea Eagles 12.
Well, I thought they were out on their feet at half-time, the Eagles. I didn't think they could come back and get as close as they have. But they've certainly come out with a lot more enthusiasm, and their option taking has been a lot better. That time, just down the short side, it looked as though they had the numbers there, the Panthers. And just Randall, you've got to be alert when he goes to dummy half, especially when there's a 5 or 10 metre short side, because he will play down there.
Well, finally, Walker is happy. He strikes it pretty solidly, but it was always going left. The readjustment didn't work. But they are back within 6. The Panthers 18, the Sea Eagles 12. Here's Randall giving it to Walker. They can discompose themselves here and work out where they've got them short. Ferris to King. Runs at Rorty, bounces off his tackle. Rodney gets there with the help of Pulatua. 3 tackles gone, 3 left. Randall from dummy half, turns it back on the inside for Hamono. They were waiting for him. Wesser was there amongst them. Randall again, goes to Ferris, straight between them. Campbell, as he can do, was waiting for the pass, and Ferris held on to it. He scores Manly's 3rd try, and they're back within 2.
They're back within 2, all right. Jason Ferris has been their leader in the past 4 weeks with the enthusiasm levels, again telling his teammates to believe. And you just see Ferris, Campbell starting to drift out wide, and Ferris too quick for Rodney on the inside. He's pumped about it. The Eagles are back.
You see Campbell here, he was there. He had Anthony Watt now to think about. Ferris went straight through and bounces back to his feet. Has it placed and ready already, and he kicks it. We are locked up at 18 points each. What an incredible quarter hour. The Eagles have scored 3 tries. 3 tackles gone. McDougall running across the face of them. They are out in their feet at the moment, the Panthers. All they've done since half-time is tackle. Here's Walker running at Campbell. This time he takes the ball runner. Last tackle coming up. Randall from dummy half with the grubber. It's there. Wesser toted across the line. Hopewadi was charging. They will take a look at it.
Lovely kick there by Chad Randall. He does his best to shepherd it across. Hopewadi comes. Oh, I think this might be a try. I'd love to see it in a little bit of a slow motion replay. Looks as though he puts his hand over the top. They're quite happy after seeing that. Well, we'll see if we can tell on this one. He comes through Hopewadi. It's going down. Oh.
The right hand from that particular angle. One frame would suggest that his right hand came off the ball, and he might have lost it. You can see there his hand, I think, well, his left hand is thereabouts with the ball as well. Steve Clark says there is a benefit of the doubt. He believes John Hopewadi gets the doubt. And it's 22 points to 18. Here's Walker from the sideline. line. They can do no wrong. He kicks it from the first row of the grandstand almost. And the Sea Eagles, believe it or not, lead the Panthers 24 points to 18.
You've just got to go back to how they were playing in that first 40 minutes, where they were using the football after good go forward.
One of their best options has been Campbell. He's away. He's got Gosser backing up. And he'll salute to make it try number 11 in 7 games in 2003. With the kick to come, they'll be back on level terms.
And that's a great way to respond. Again, quick play the football. We're worrying about whether they're going to use the football or go into their shell. And because they're behind, they've decided, well, we've got to start taking a few little risks, but nothing major. It was just a run-round play between Campbell and Gower, and then Reece Wesser. Probably one of the most improved players in the competition this year.
You won't have any trouble with this. And this big crowd here at Penrith, for the first time in the second half, have something to cheer about. They're back on level terms, 24 plays 24.
And it's a responsibility of every player on the footy field to know it's the 5th tackle. And if the ball comes your way and the number 1 kicker hasn't got the football, you need to get rid of it.
Here's a Mono. Has been so strong for them in this second 40 minutes. Randall comes down the short side. He loves that play close to the line. One more tackle for them. Is it too early for a field goal? Perhaps not. Ferris with the shot, and he kicks it as well. A super snap from the halfback. He gives them a 1-point advantage. It's 25-24 with 10 left. Takes it within the 30-metre line. Gower stepping back in behind them, still going. Stopped by Randall. He's only 12 away when he plays it to Prittis. He goes from dummy half. He's got players to his right-hand side. He comes back to Wesser, stepping, jinking, waving, and scoring for the Panthers.
Yeah, I'll check that one.
He's a miracle man.
Just check it wasn't done moving.
Here he is again. No player has him tackled. He gets back up. Ferris was there. That's a try. And the Panthers will regain the lead again.
And is awarded. It was Prittis from dummy half. They were set to the left. He ran a long way.
And Campbell from just about right in front. Will put them back out in front by 5.
Well. Wait on. Preston's onside. Wait, Scott. Preston's offside.
Sattler with the dropout. The game hinges on one last set of 6. And it's Cannings who brings it back and runs straight past Luke Lewis. Here's McDougall, who might have scored to give them a chance to win it. They will check
the grounding. Check the grounding. Stay. Right.
A very good call by Sean Hampstead. McDougall was diving for the corner. He bounced short of the line, and there was a suggestion that he might have dropped it.
Well, McDougall going for the line. I don't think he's dropped it. That's a 4-pointer. What about the run from Aaron Kennings? The offload to McDougall. Oh.
The ball certainly comes loose. He hits the deck there, short of the line, then rolls forward.
No, that's a try.
He certainly has contact with his trunk, and we will wait and see what video referee Steve Clark makes of this one. It's a try. Manly are back within 1, and the game will hinge on a kick from the sideline by Ben Walker.
I'm sure he'd love this situation, Ben Walker, as would most kickers in the competition. To be put under this much pressure, no time left on the game. I'm sure in the back of his mind he can remember Hazem El Masri last year up in Newcastle. And it came about to give them the opportunity for the shot at goal. Kennings setting up McDougall in the corner. He really had to go high then, Luke Lewis, didn't he?
He went low. Cannings went across the top of him. Slipped a lovely pass to McDougall, who can scoot. And he scored, but not before we went to the video referee. Time is up at Penrith. The Panthers lead the Sea Eagles 30 points to 29. And Ben Walker can make it 4 wins in a row for the visitors. 4 of 5 tonight. He missed one from wide out earlier on. The kick is on its way. It looks good, but hooking, and the Panthers hang on to win by the skin of their teeth. Oh, what a game here at Penrith tonight. Reece Wesser scores 2 tries in the second half to get them out of jail, and they've beaten Manly 30 points to 29. What a heart stopper.